Israel first and Trump are going down together.
I'm sorry, y'all. Like, Nick Fuentes be cracking me up sometimes, bro. Like, hold on.
They're going down holding hands because they're inextricably connected.
Ooh.
Israel first, Ben Shapiro, and tired, low-energy Trump, they're both going down the tubes together. This is a movement that is no longer talking to Americans, doesn't care about Americans, doesn't put Americans first.
He's getting traction. He's getting a lot of traction. And right now there is a divide. People who are on the right side are like questioning, like, why are you so extremely tied to Israel? Why are you letting Benjamin Netanyahu act with impunity to do whatever he wants to do? Like, why are you not putting him in check? Why is what's going on with Israel more important than what's going on with America? Like, people are asking these questions. Like, I see it. You got big commentators now speaking out. Like Fuentes, Candace Owens, a lot of people are speaking out. And Candace has been on Bibi like crazy. She's been going in on Benjamin Netanyahu. So now you got another one. And he's saying that Trump is going to go down with the ship. So I don't know. I kind of want to hear what he's got to say. I'm going to hear him out.
And it's finished. When Trump goes out and says, well, I could cut the number of Chinese students in half, and maybe that'd make people happy, but I'm not going to. You're not talking to Americans anymore. You forgot Americans. You're putting them last again. You're not fighting for them, but you're still answering to Mark Levin and Shapiro. Well, you can have them. This movement is over. And now the question.
Oh, you're answering to Mark Levin and Shapiro. Wow. And you know him and Shapiro, they don't like each other. Ben Shapiro, when are you going to debate Nick Fuentes? I know you want to say, oh, you don't want to give him a platform to debate. No, when are you going to debate him? I actually want to see a debate between Nick Fuentes and Ben Shapiro. Reason why I don't think they would debate, I think Ben Shapiro will get smoked by Nick Fuentes. If I'm being 100%, I think he would get smoked by Nick. I think he would, because right now Nick Fuentes has the ear of the right. He does. I mean, it's not only that. It's just like, if you look at what Ben Shapiro represents, right? He says that, oh, well, no more identity politics. But it's like, yo, you're like low key a Zionist, like low key. Like, so what do you mean, like, no identity politics? Like, what are you talking about? Anybody that says anything, they even question what's going on in Israel. Their channels are being removed. They, you know what I mean? Like, you're on them. They're your enemies now. And it's like, people can't question things, but you guys can question everything about America if you feel like it. What we think, what we want, what we believe. But if somebody just says, hey, why is Benjamin Netanyahu not being put in check by our president? Now you got a problem. Like, why is he like coming at Candace now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I think, and then you hear him say things like, oh, Ben Shapiro, the retiring at 65? No, you shouldn't be able to retire at 65. And like, the way he talks is just like, bro, you are completely out of touch with humanity in all reality. You know, and I think Nick Fuentes, even though he has like some super ultra conservative, you know, thoughts and things like that, I think he's a little bit more, even though he trolls and he does his thing, I think he's a little bit more, you can listen to him a little bit better and not be like, yo, man, come on. I mean, he might say some racist things here and there, but, you know, I think he makes a little bit more sense than Ben Shapiro. So I think Ben is scared of Nick Fuentes. If I'm being real, I think he's terrified of Nick Fuentes.
Is what comes next. Trumpism is over. This, I hate to inform you, this administration is done. Stick a fork in it. It's fucking over. We played this game. It's deja vu. I was there for the first term, and I remember right up until 2020, I was saying, okay, you know, we could still make a difference. I remember in like spring 2020, I was coping. Trust me when I tell you it's over. We're out of time. Okay? Because it's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving in 2 weeks. It's Christmas a month after that. Then it's the midterms. You think they're going to do mass deportations and federal control of Chicago during the midterms? You think Putin's going to end the war during the midterms? They're not. Okay? We're going to get slaughtered in the midterms. Democrats are going to control the House, and then they're going to shut the White House down. Things are going to get...
I think he's right. Like with this government shutdown and how the Democrats are playing, they're playing dirty. Look at this Epstein email that just came out of nowhere. They're playing dirty. They want to smear Trump as much as they can, blame him for everything, even though they are the cause of a lot of this, the Democrats. Blame Trump, blame. Oh, they got the House, so they got the Senate, they got Congress. Blame Trump, even though they still need Democrats to vote to keep the, like the government running. But they want to just say, oh, Trump and his Republicans, they could do it. They don't want to do it. Like they're playing like a dirty game, a super dirty game that's getting dirtier as midterms approach. So I think he's right. I think we may end up losing some seats, unfortunately.
Get worse, not better. This administration, Trump is getting worse. He's 80 years old. The people are terrible. Kristi Noem is a fucking idiot. And she's running DHS. It's not gonna happen. And then in 2027, the whole cabinet is gonna run for president. Congratulations, Trump. You filled up your cabinet with people that don't care about America. They just wanna be president. And in 2027, 2 months after the midterms, half the cabinet is gonna announce their run for the presidency. J.D. Vance, Vice President. Mark Rubio, Secretary of State. Kristi Noem, Secretary of DHS. Maybe RFK Jr., HHS.
No lies detected. I think he's right, man. I don't know. I think he's right. Look at the political angles that everybody can take with this, man. Yo, this is crazy, bro.
You think they're going to be able to make America great again when half the cabinet is running for president? And Democrats control Congress and they're impeaching Trump?
But we haven't heard anything about RFK wanting to run for president. We haven't heard anything like that. Mark Rubio, I'm sure given the chance he would try to do it. But I mean, people were wanting some of these people in power, So it's now that they're in power, Nick Fuentes is questioning why are they in power? I remember the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, people are yo, why are we still having dyes in our foods? What is going on? We need FDA in there. He gets in there now. Nick Fuentes has a problem with him being in there. So I don't know, man. I do feel like Trump is one of the most diverse presidents when it comes to having people in position that used to be Democrats, right? Tulsi Gabbard used to be a Democrat. He's got RFK, the head of the FDA, Democrat, whatever, but head of the FDA, different people. I think he's he used to be a Democrat before he changed. I think he's trying to, I feel in a lot of different ways, put the right people in place. I don't think he did the right thing with, the guy, Kash Patel. I don't think he did the right thing with him. Pam Bondi, I think she turned out to not be what we all thought she was going to be. But at the same time, you also got to think, Pam Bondi, I mean, I know she's with the legal and everything, but she's just going to do whatever she's told, so who knows what she's being told behind the scenes. But I mean, a lot of the president's moves, I don't think was bad, you know what I mean? But if you listen to Nick Fuentes, everything that Trump does is terrible.
Never going to happen. It's over. And I told you it would happen like this exactly. I said, no mass deportations, H-1Bs. You're getting a war with Iran. I said, they're not going to bring in the right personnel. They're going to stall. They're not going to hit the ground running because they have no plan. They're disorganized. They're going to blow a whole year. And if they do that, then you don't have as much time as you think. They'll run out the clock. It will happen as I said, and then it'll be 2028 before you know it. And it has come to pass. This is your golden age. All you plan trusters coping and seething, fuck you. All you people, John Doyle, Patrick Casey, Jack Posobiec, Zero HP Lovecraft, Bronze Age pervert, all you fucking
He's going to be a problem for the Republican Party, man. Like, he is, man. Nick Fuentes knows his stuff. You can't cap. He knows his stuff, man. He sees what's going on.
cocksucking Jews and stupid true goyim that told us that's a throwaway remark. Don't trust the plan doubters and the disloyal. Hey, patriot, we're trusting the plan. Fuck you. You were wrong and you have ruined the country as a result.
Wow.
I told you exactly what would happen. It was obvious for anyone with eyes to see, but you're so stupid you didn't see it. And now we're fucked. Now the movement is dead. This administration is finished.
Do you feel like the MAGA movement is dead? I do want to say this. I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't have, you know what I mean? I don't share a lot of his views on things. I do want to put that out there. But do you feel like the MAGA movement is dead? I think the MAGA movement is divided. Is it dead? No, you still have people kind of pushing it, but I think it's, you know, is the MAGA movement going to die with Trump? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Now that the Epstein files is out, Democrats are playing dirty, releasing emails. You know, this is going to look bad, man. And then now you got the Israel situation. Like, people really do not like Benjamin Netanyahu and what Israel's been doing, man. And no matter how much they cover it up, they take channels and, you know, they try to control algorithms on TikTok, all of that, allegedly. People don't like that, you know, and you're going to get ultra conservatives that, you know, they're starting to question things. They are going to be on Nick Fuentes' side with this.
It's over. And now the question is, what happens next? This is why I say, and I tell Alex Jones, every time I get on Alex Jones' show, he's like, so what are we going to do? We're still rooting for Trump, right? We got to tell him. I'm like, tell him what? Tell him what? Don't fuck over American workers? I think he knows what he's doing. You know, he's not listening to us on Twitter.
So, you know, Trump is saying, like, he wants to give $2,000 like a tariff dividend to American citizens, right? Which would probably come in the form of a tax credit because of the tariffs that he's implementing, right? But when you really look at the tariffs, like, they're actually going to cost like households like close to $2,000, if not more, dollars per year because of the tariffs. So it's like, yeah, you're giving us a tax credit or whatever if you end up doing it, to kind of offset it a little bit, but we still low key in the negative. But Trump may be looking at it like, oh, well, maybe they think that, you know, if I do this, this could be helping out households, you know, but it just depends on how you look at it. But I think far and wide, I mean, he has helped in different ways. Like, Trump has forced other countries to accept, you know, our food and stuff like that, which is very big because being a guy that does travel, go to different countries, I think other countries' food is a lot better than ours. And for them to accept our food, I never thought that would happen. You know what I mean? But farmers and stuff, I think, is being taken care of. But is the average American being taken care of? You know, that would be something that I would be interested to hear what Carolyn Livet or somebody has to say about that. But Trump, he is on your helmet,
bro. And we played this game in the first term. We're 10 years in. And you still have these people, I hate to say it, but they're just like in denial. And they're like, okay, everybody, let's all go on Twitter and let's tell Trump, don't screw over your voters. Okay. Hey, Trump, don't hire John Ratcliffe in the CIA. Like, what are we doing?
Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. Nick Fuentes makes some points. I'm not going to lie. I'm not pushing his agenda. I'm not doing anything, but just bringing awareness to what is going on online on Twitter. So Israel first and Trump are going down together. This is what he's saying. This is, I want to read this. This is not my words. This is what it's saying. Israel first and Trump are going down together. Nick Fuentes goes on an epic 10-minute rant confirming that the Trump administration is over and says, I told you exactly what would happen, but you didn't listen. You think JD Vance is any different? He'll be the same or worse. Ooh. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm out, y'all. Peace.